everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Jessica and you're here because you want to see my trash. I mean, there's really no other way to put it, is there? This is an empties video, otherwise I guess known as a review video. I'm going to give you some opinions on the stuff that I have used and disposed of. As you can see, I had this lovely little receptacle here, still has the tag on it, so I can tell you that this I got on clearance for $6.98 at Target. You can hear all my trash in there. Some of this stuff I'm going to have more than one of. It's about 2 months worth. So without further ado, let's go dumpster diving. Alright, so I have the receptacle here on my vanity. So if you see a little bit of zebra print, you know what you're looking at. And this was already the first item in one of my Fab 5 weekly faves, so you know that I love it. It is the Nip and Fab Energy Boost Body Wash. This is in the uplifting lemon grapefruit and sweet mandarin fragrance. It does have a nice strong zesty citrus scent. I definitely find that it helps to kind of give me a pep and wake me up in the morning. It doesn't dry my skin out even though it is a gel. It is moisturizing. I feel really clean when I'm done using it, as I would hope that you would when it is a body wash. But even though this is about $9 or $10, I did go ahead and treat myself to another one, which is like totally against my belief system. I mean, to me, body wash is body wash, but this is absolutely delicious. And next item, I just have 2 of these, and then to be honest, I switched over. These are the Target Makeup Remover Cleansing Towelettes. They're from Up and Up. They're 25 count. They say compared to Neutrogena makeup removers. I have very, very sensitive eyes, so I cannot use any kind of strong wipes. You can tell it's a couple of months, it's probably 3 months worth of trash because I have another thing of wipes in there. They have a very light fragrance. I haven't used them in about 2 months. I've moved on to the next thing I will show you. These I store upside down so that way the fluid kind of drips to the bottom and they are much more efficient. But they definitely work as a preliminary way of removing my makeup. I wouldn't make this your only way to remove makeup, but I do go ahead and use one of these and then follow up by actually washing my face or using my Clarisonic. They're $3.99, so for the price, I think they're worth it, but keep in mind you do only get 25 in these, and there's 30 to 31 days in a month, so these wouldn't even be enough to get you through February. Just keep that in mind. And I have now moved over to, and these are actually broken. I guess they broke when they went in. This is the CVS Cleansing and Makeup Remover Towelettes. Now this, I don't know if it tells you who to compare it to. To me, they're kind of similar to, oh, this one says compared to Pond's Original. Now, I can't use Pond's. Pond's does irritate my eyes. With these, you're getting 36. You're spending $2 more, though, so for 11 more wipes, these are about $5.99. But every single time I purchase them, I get them buy one, get one half off, and I usually have extra cash or the CVS Rewards Bucks that you can earn. These I like because even though it broke once I put it in and I am missing a piece, I think. Well, anyway, they have that plastic piece, so when you go to open them, you're not just pulling back a sticker that can lose the stickiness. You actually have a nice plastic cover for the wipe opening, and I just find that these actually stay a little bit moister than the Target ones. So I think I found the sale 2 more times, and I actually have about 4 of these that I am in the middle of working my way through. So these are my new fave. My next item that I've actually moved on from is also from Up and Up, and if you can't tell, I love that brand from Target. So these are just the regular cotton rounds. There's absolutely nothing to show in here, no picture, nada. But these are just the regular round little thin pads, and I use them with eye makeup remover. The only thing with these, because they are so thin, I find that the product soaks right through, so the product is a little bit less useful when I'm using these. I find that I have to use multiples to get my eye makeup off, and that they shred, like the cotton kind of frays, so I wind up with like cotton particles stuck in my lashes. So I'm using larger, more oval ones now, where like there's a different kind of material on the back, which I'm sure I will review or show you in a future empties. I'll try and save one next time, but these are okay. I mean, these were only a few bucks and you get 100 of them. So for the price, they're not that bad, but keep in mind you're definitely going to be using at least 2 at a time, so they're not going to last you as long as you would think. I'll just get this one out of the way. This is another thing that appeared in my Fab 5 weekly faves, but this was not a fave. This is that Essence liquid eyeliner that I talked about, the Essence Superfine Eyeliner Pen in black. I found that it dried out, that it didn't deposit evenly, that I just couldn't get one good line on one eye from this. So this was only, I think, $2.99 or $3.99. Essence is not an expensive brand. You can find them at CVS. They're quite affordable and reasonably priced. However, I didn't even finish this, so I mean, even if it's a few dollars, it's a few dollars that I wasted, which is rather annoying. But this just went straight into my empties. Even though it's not technically empty, it is trash. My next few items I'm going to show together. I was on a kick of trying to find just the right dry shampoo for me, and I'm also now racing my battery. So these are the ones that I've tried. We have the the True Original Instant Dry Shampoo, which I think was about $7.99. We have the L'Oreal Everstyle Energizing Dry Shampoo, which is typically around $4.99. The Batiste, A Hint of Color for Dark and Deep Brown Shampoo, which is also about $7.99, $8.99. And the Dove Hair Therapy Dry Shampoo, which is Refresh and Care Volume Dry Shampoo, and this is about $3.99, $4.99 as well. I've been trying different dry shampoos to see which ones work best for me. I don't want too much of a buildup of white powder since I have dark hair. I want it to add some kind of texture so my hair feels dirty, more pliable, like I can do things with it, but at the same time not so dirty that it looks dirty or that it's just really difficult to manage or gets knotty. And I want one that's not going to come out too wet, that is a dry shampoo, where I am going to see the results right away on my hair, not those ones that kind of give you that moisture and you have to wait for the white to build up. It kind of develops over time, and all of a sudden, next thing you know, you look like Martha Washington. And I want one that smells good, and I want one that doesn't leave my hair oily because I'm looking to utilize it to build volume. So the I don't know how to say this, but this one was good. I just would rather not spend $7.99 because I wash my hair 3 times a week, so I use quite a bit of this throughout the week. This one, the L'Oreal, I absolutely loved, but this is a very slim bottle or can, and I went through this like nobody's business, and then to be honest, I've not been able to find this anywhere near me, so I kind of gave up. The Batiste I liked, but for the price, I'm just not willing to continue to pay that, number one, and number two, even though this did great at covering up any kind of grease in my hair and it, absorbed it and didn't leave a white cast, at the same time, because it is a dark spray, I would, find spots on my forehead, and I'm a hair toucher. Even though my hair air dried curly today, you can see it's wavy now because I touch my hair all day. And so I didn't like touching my hair and coming away with like traces of brown and black. So the clear winner for me is the Dove Hair Therapy. For me, it does what the L'Oreal Everstyle does. It's a really decent or reasonable price. It's a nice sized can. It gives me that kind of dirty, versatile feeling where I can do pliable things with my hair, but it doesn't leave a heavy white cast at all. So I am thrilled with this. I'm currently finishing something else, and then I have another can of this waiting. So this is the winner. And keeping with the theme of hair products, I figured I would just finish these. So this one is also in a Fab 5 Weekly Faves video. It's the Healthy Sexy Hair So You Want It All. It is a leave-in conditioner in an aerosol can. It comes out very light in a very fine mist. I feel like my hair is definitely better since using this, and it smells phenomenal. It's my first thing that I use when I get out of the shower when I'm brushing my hair. And so I also have another can that I'm in the middle of using, and another one that's waiting in the wings. This is something that I've used for a long time, years honestly, and I'm currently taking a break. You can get it at Sally's Beauty Supply. It's the Ion Anti-Frizz Solutions Brilliance Shine Spray. Sometimes I just want some added shine on my ends, and I don't want to have to use like one of the regular pump air shine sprays. Sometimes they come out too heavy, too wet. This kind of is in a fine mist. You don't look greasy, you don't look dirty, it just definitely gives you a shine and puts it where you want it, which for me is on the ends. And then this is another one that I'm currently using, another can, and have a third waiting in the wings. Also Healthy Sexy Hair, the Soy Touch Weightless Hairspray. This just to me has like light to medium hold as far as what you feel in your hair, but it definitely helps me to, when I spray it into my roots, it gives me volume when I blow my hair straight. It helps me get rid of frizz without definitely being too tacky or too crispy. It smells phenomenal. A little bit goes a long way, and these last me forever. So I am a big fan of the Healthy Sexy hairline. And then that's it for hair. Next is an embarrassing product, but one I'm going to talk about nonetheless because I'm sure most of us can benefit from it. It is the Dr. Scholl's Odor X Odor Fighting Spray Powder with Sweat Max technology. This is something that I spray on my feet, on the bottom of my feet, and on my toes in the morning. I usually wear flats, and I don't mean to be gross, but most girls do without socks. So if that's the case, not that I have stinky feet, it's just that I definitely have sweaty feet, and I'm sorry if that's TMI, and this keeps my feet from even sweating. So the Sweat Max technology is definitely a fact. It keeps me from sweating. I feel no moisture in my shoes, no foul odor. My husband's a happy man, I'm a happy gal, and my shoes are probably happy too. So highly recommend this if that's an area of concern for you. Keeping along with body odor, another thing I have been using for years is the Secret Clear Gel. This one happens to be in Pasión de Tango, which was a very tropical scent. I think I'm in like pearberry or raspberry or something now, and I've used, there's like some green tea or something scent, and then there's a pear. So for me, I'm not a stinky person. I don't really have to focus too much in the area of deodorants. I just kind of buy what I want, which is typically this. I usually can get it on good sale. They smell good, they stay on, they last all day, and these actually last quite a while, so I've just been using them probably for at least 5 or 6 years. The next thing is this Crest 3D White toothpaste. I am not devoted to any toothpaste in particular. I just kind of will either use A, what's on sale, or B, what says it's going to help me whiten my teeth and not help my overly sensitive teeth be any more sensitive than they already are. If I recall correctly, because it's been about 2 months since I finished this, to be honest, this is a gel. It has a nice, cool, almost like wintergreen minty taste, which I really like. I like that more than peppermint. It's just really hard to come by, or it'll have like a really soupy texture to it, which makes it difficult to do anything, you know, really effective with. But this is in Radiant Mint. It does not whiten my teeth, but it did keep them from getting worse. And when I was using other whitening products, I felt in those cases it helped. So yeah, I mean, I'll leave it, I'll take it, whatever. It depends if it's on sale that week, but it's toothpaste. So, a skincare item, and this is going to look like it's full to you because there's literally like this much left, and it just slid along the front while it's been resting in there. But you've heard about this from other people, I'm sure, on YouTube. This is the Youth Code Texture Perfector by L'Oreal. What is this supposed to do? I know it's supposed to help with the texture of your skin. I was really frustrated with the texture of my skin. I felt like I had all these like little bumps that weren't even pimples, though they kind of looked like it. And so my skin just looked like really rough and uneven, and hyperpigmentation was starting to become an issue. The bottom line is I turned 30, and it was like my skin said, yes, you are 30, time to play along. So I have pulled out all the stops, whether it's drugstore or you know, high-end. I don't really care. If I hear good things about it, I'm probably going to try it. So I did try this. Hyperpigmentation definitely didn't help. Pores, for me, didn't really help. But I can tell you 100% all those little bumps that I had all over my face, my skin has like had a complete turnaround. I get a lot of comments now, even from strangers in the grocery store, like earlier today, that tell me, oh my god, you have beautiful skin, it's so smooth. And it is. And I think this stuff is $25. I typically look for it on sale, so I think when I bought the one that I'm currently using, I'm almost done with it, I found it on a buy one get one half sale. And I also kind of like their Pore Vanisher. That one I'm still on the fence about. So I bought that with the Pore Vanisher and got buy one get one half off. And I just found it again because I'm about to run out of that one now. And I got it buy one get one half off, and now I'm trying a new eye product that I'm going to be trying when I finish the current one I'm using. So if you find it on sale, buy one get one half off. It's not that bad. I figured with the eye product it was, you know, buy one get one half, $25, and then the other thing it came out to $8, I think. So it's like $33. It's like I can't do math. It's after 9 o'clock. But it was like $33. So when you divide that by 2, you're looking at $16.50, which is really not that bad. It is closer to drugstore pricing, definitely, or at least where we expect it to be for skincare. My only complaint, as you can see, this is, well, I don't know if you can see because it's a frosted glass jar, but this is like completely empty. All that's there is that little bit along the front. I would love to scoop this out because I will use my products till every last drop is gone. I can't figure out how the hell to get this open, so it's wasteful. And that brings us to the last few products, which are all makeup related. So let's see. First one on the board, NYX HD Photogenic Concealer. This one was actually, is this my color? Yeah, this one was in beige also. I currently am in the middle of using another one. I know there's comparisons of this to the NARS one, which I do not own, so forgive me, I don't know the whole name, the Creamy Radiant Concealer or something. There's comparisons of this to the Pro Longwear. This, to me, definitely, it doesn't crease, it goes on smooth, it blends out well, it gives a nice, like, soft look to under the eyes, because that's where I use it. I also use it around the nose, and just to highlight, I have it in a few different colors, and I do use it in my freelance kit as well. It's only $4.49 or $4.99, and NYX was recently on sale, and you can get coupons for Ulta, so this is a good deal. But definitely not as thick as the Pro Longwear from MAC, and I can't really compare it to the NARS, but I do love it. I think that it is a good product. Next thing, before I go to this bundle of mascara in my hand, Urban Decay All Nighter. This container looks absolutely disgusting because it lasted me, like, literally for years. And I became more religious about using it of late, so that's why it definitely hung around a lot longer than probably normally would. But this is, of course, one of my holy grail products. I actually have another one here that has a little bit of a drop left in it, and that's it, and I have another one on standby. So I use these in my kit, I use these in my personal collection. I just think that these are the best makeup setting sprays that there are, honestly. I mean, there's other ones for other reasons, like I do like the NYX Dewy Finish, and it does definitely give me a dewy finish. I like things that once I apply powders to my skin kind of soften the look of powders, but if I want to know that my bride's makeup is going to stay on come what may on her wedding day, I'm going to use that Urban Decay All Nighter. So that is my holy grail product. And then the last few things that we have are mascaras. So, this is the CoverGirl Clump Crusher, but this is actually called Clump Crusher Extensions Lash Blast. I don't know if that was like a different one, or if to be honest, I haven't used this in a while. I was using it a little bit before I threw it out, but it was definitely dried out, so it was time to go. This used to be something that I absolutely loved. I wanted like that separated, defined look to my lashes, and this definitely did crush the clumps, but I'm more about like being lush and having volume and thick, full, healthy looking lashes. Like, I want more now, and this unfortunately just separates and defines. So if you're somebody who has a nice amount of lashes and you have, you know, great, thick, heavy, healthy lashes, this is something you're going to want to use to give some definition, and it's going to do the trick. For me, for what I'm looking for, it's not it. Next is the L'Oreal Lash Out Butterfly. This is one that I finished. I finished it just to finish it because I didn't want to waste it. I wasn't thrilled with this. I don't know if any of you are familiar with this. It has a really, really odd brush. It kind of, I don't know if you can see, it's curved, and it kind of has longer bristles toward the bottom on one end. So it's supposed to work on a spiral, like it's almost like the bristles rotate around the brush. It's really weird, but the whole idea is that it pulls it out toward the outer corner of your eye and kind of fans it out, and it gives you that butterfly effect, which helps with a cat eye look. Maybe I just apply mascara wrong, but I never got that look with this with my lashes, so it was alright. And then something that is another product that I love, so we will end on a high note. This is the Tarte Lights Camera Lashes. For my birthday last year, my husband bought me a ton of makeup, and part of that was on QVC. They had that Bow and Go Tarte thing that went around with all of the matte eyeshadows, and there were two of these babies in there, because you were supposed to be able to bow some of it and go and give it as a gift, and the rest of it you can keep so you can split some of the stuff up. I'm greedy. I kept it all. My introduction to Tarte, and I absolutely do love it. I love a lot of the products, but I loved this in particular. I just loved the brush. This brush was my introduction to putting mascara on my bottom lashes. I'd always been told that if you're below 30, you don't need to put mascara on your lower lashes, but once you're over 30, you really should. So I started doing it. It's just a really thin brush, but it's like a really plush brush. It has a lot of bristles on it, and it's like the good old-fashioned bristles, like the brush bristles. It's not like all that rubber and plastic that you see nowadays. So I find that it just really coated my lashes nicely. It coated them evenly. Great distribution of product. It gave lift. It gave volume. It gave that fullness and lush lash look that I was going for. And it lasted forever. I probably used it past the point that you're supposed to, but it didn't smell or anything. My only complaint is, and I know a lot of people complain about this, that the packaging is on the cap too, and at some point it just comes off. But to be honest, it just made it easier to hold and easier to work with, so it didn't really bother me. I do still have another one. I am holding off on opening it. I'm kind of like saving it till I absolutely am miserable with every other mascara on the planet. So, absolutely love this. Highly recommend the investment. I know that they have a lot newer formulas now too. So that is it for my trash. That is everything. So if there's any other questions you have about anything that I just showed you guys, please feel free to go ahead, comment below, and ask. I am currently in the process of saving my next cycle of trash so that I can let you know what I think of those products and if I will be recommending them or saying to stay away. But all in all, I think it was a pretty good ratio. I think I had a really decent success rate for all of the new products that I was trying in that time frame to have that many things that I actually liked. And to be honest, some of that stuff is just stuff that I gave up on and threw out finally, even though it happened more recently. It came from like before my interest in YouTube and my interest in makeup to this extent and my building up of my freelance kit. So it really came with less knowledge, and so now I'm here to pass that on to you guys so that you don't make the same mistakes in formulas and in products. Otherwise, I have nothing else to share with you guys. If you haven't already done so, please go ahead, hit that button below and subscribe. I will see you all to talk trash again in a couple of months. In the meantime, have a wonderful day. Thanks for stopping by, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.